Greetings, YouTube. So I have a confession to make. I am one of those dungeon detractors out there that the few times that I talked myself into doing dungeons the first round that they were in the contest, I thought they were basically a scam. The communication was laughably awful. The rewards and the milestones felt like they took forever and weren't worth the time that they were put in. And I really hated so many things about the way that you couldn't finish the dungeon if the person you were with suddenly quit. You couldn't claim rewards, and then if you got booted. I'm such an arena grinder, too, that spending a couple hours a day in a dungeon when I need those hours to get 5-star shards and 6-star shards for the 5-star featured arena seemed like a really dumb decision. So I didn't do dungeons much except for Dungeons Day mainly, which was partially a thank you to my subscribers. I just started live streaming at that point in late May, early June, and wanted to say thank you to the people who had donated especially to my stream by giving them the opportunity to do a dungeon run with me. Well, fast forward to August of 2018. I actually wasn't going to do dungeons again because I still was so skeptical, but I found myself on my couch watching an absolute dumpster fire of a preseason football game between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts, and I thought, what the hell? I'm not going to tell anybody that I'm going to go in for a dungeon. I'm not going to tell my Alliance members, subscribers, friends in the game, friends outside of the game. I'm just going to do the find a match and hope I don't get paired with some creepy serial killer that you can't depend on. And so I picked my 565 Hyperion and then two of my best rank 5 4-stars, Blade and Ghost Rider, and I went into Dungeon 7. Now, I know so little about dungeons because, quite frankly, I care traditionally so little about dungeons. I didn't even know how many rooms there were. I didn't know what was good, what was hard. It just said, you should go to Dungeon 7, and I'm like, hey, 7's a lucky number, let's do it. And I got paired with some guy, looked like he was from Iraq, and didn't really communicate very well, but we got through the first room okay, and then the second room, the poor guy took the left path, and all three of his guys died within what looked to be about 5% of the fight against a noted, of course, from one of the two nodes that he didn't want me to take down, 5-star Wasp, and he could not advance. I had a few potions left over from the last Dungeons event and a couple revives, and I used everything I had to throw all of my players and then eventually a couple of revived blades at the degened 5-star Infinity War Captain America. And I was stunned, but also kind of proud of myself that after, I think it was 2 revives and the 5 potions I had remaining, I got him down even though he was linked, because that Wasp, of course, was still 95% health-wise. And I almost didn't get the rewards because the guy just quit, right? Like, he just thought we had lost. And then I guess he logged in and was like, oh, this guy I'm playing with actually beat the boss. Link noted, let me claim the rewards. But what was truly amazing, and I'm speechless, even though that's ironic since I'm talking in a YouTube video, in which I'm literally the opposite of speechless. Metaphorically speaking, I'm speechless because it took 2 rooms of Dungeon 7 to have 90% of the rewards done. And those 2 rooms could not have taken my partner and I more than 15 minutes. And really, if he had gotten his Wasp node down, it probably would have taken not more than 10 minutes. And then I got another quick match, and I found another partner, and this person was really bad. In room 1 of Dungeon 6, they almost died. All 3 of their, I guess there were 5... rank 5 4-stars on Void. Now, given Void is not easy, but I took down the boss and got out, and I didn't think it was going to be enough, but all you need for 100% rewards is essentially 3 fights. Now, obviously, if you do 3 rooms of the 7th dungeon, you'll do this as well, but you don't need to. All you need to do to get 100% dungeon rewards, and I'm guessing it's the same milestones every day, 2 rooms of Dungeon 7, 1 room of Dungeon 6. That's got to be, if you're with a good player, like 15 minutes of time. Something that I couldn't do anywhere close to my 5 stars worth of arena grinds in the 5-star arena in. And I'm just so impressed, so freaking impressed with how much Kabam has improved the dungeon model from 2 months ago. Everything that this company did wrong this summer and rightfully was criticized for, they have corrected for this Dungeons event. They were completely transparent with us as a community regarding when they were going to come out with it, why they were making changes, and now this new 5-star choose your own crystal that I will do a separate video on this week, analyzing and breaking down the best values. And in this case, I think the answers are fairly obvious when you look at the champions, and I'm excited to hopefully give you the best advice when it comes to which 5-star crystals, assuming your prestige is high enough, to go for. But Kabam, I know for those of you out there who always have your pitchforks ready and your torches lit to take down a company that you maybe hate, I don't know. Sometimes you like my channel because I call them out for shady BS and trash offers. And I do believe they deserve to be called out in those moments, but I'm a journalist and I want to be balanced. And when Kabam deserves to be praised, I want to praise them. And this is a great example of a company that did everything right. I love Dungeons now. I'm excited to do this every night. I don't know if I will get the opportunity to do a dungeon run with some of my favorite subscribers. I don't know if I'll be able to do a dungeon run with my Alliance members. Maybe it's just going to be a classic example where I'm sitting on my couch at the end of the day and I just find a couple of partners from across the pond, if you will, and I enjoy the experience of just doing a few fights to get these rewards. And then, of course, I'll have more content for my channel because I'll open up that special 5-star crystal and go from there. But Kabam, if you're watching this, Kabam, and maybe somebody will share this in the cubicles of Canada, because they'll be like, hey, remember that guy we absolutely hate because every time we watch his videos it seems like he's just trashing us? Well, he actually said really good things about us, so yay, at least for one video. I just want to say, Kabam, if you're listening, going forward, this is the model that you should adapt for all future events. If something is introduced, take a break from it, get the community's feedback. Do not be afraid to admit that you can improve, that some things were trash. And that's how you earn the community support. It's not by being perfect every month, because that's impossible. Servers will go down. You will try champions and events that just don't work. We get that as a community. What we don't get is when you change the metrics of the game suddenly and then try to say that it's no big deal, where you use things like frame rate as a lie to justify nerfing champions. That doesn't fly. But this is perfect. And I just want to say, if you're watching this, try Dungeons. I've been so impressed. Very little time, maximum rewards. The communication between partners seems to be way better. Just all in all, my complaints with the first round of Dungeons have gone away completely. And I'm excited to do this video. I actually, believe it or not, really like to do positive videos where I get excited, because it would make no sense if I wasn't excited about playing this game. Because I do it for hours a day. It would be the biggest, worst abusive relationship of my life if I hated something that I just played hour and hour of the day, even though I didn't find joy in it. What kind of life is that? And so, if you're part of that mob mentality that just likes to criticize Kabam but doesn't want to come up with solutions, you got to ask yourself, like, why am I playing this game? Why not do anything else? But if you're like me and you criticize because you want to come up with a better product for the consumer, this is exactly what you've been waiting for. And so, Kabam, I applaud you. The new Dungeons format is fantastic. It's awesome. I can't wait to end my nights, no matter how tired I am from teaching every day, now that I'm officially back in teaching, to do a dungeon run or two. I'm so excited to know that if I go to room 7, after 2 fights of that, I can go to room 6 and just do that one round and then be done. What a fantastic model. And if you are somebody who's messaged me, who has said, and there have been people who have done this, and if you could see my face, looks will kill. They go, Prof, I hate the new Dungeons because it's too fast. You can get the milestones by just doing room 7 a couple of times. What's up with that? You're the same idiot that's complaining that Gwenpool at the movies is too easy. Just enjoy the fact that you get all these awesome rewards without having to put a crazy amount more of time in the game. We still have Alliance Quest. We still have Alliance War. We still have monthly events. We still have Gwenpool at the movies, even though it's auto-fightable. There's still plenty to do for you not to waste your time. And if you just don't feel like you're challenged, wait for Labyrinth of Legends 2. Wait for Act 6. But just chill and understand that the majority of players aren't you. They're not pissed off because they don't have a second Labyrinth. They just want to enjoy the game and relax because they want to have fun. Because their job, their life, their marriage, their kids, their whatever, it's stressful enough. And so a mobile game is an escape from that stress. It's not an enhancement of an already stressful life. So dungeons, heck yeah! Thank you, Kabam, for listening to the feedback of the community. I love the new dungeons. I'm excited to put this video out. Thank you to everybody who has supported my channel. We just passed 4 million views in 1 year. Are you kidding me? That truly blows my mind. And just as the dungeons blows my mind, go play it, try it out. Remember, if you do Room 7 twice and then Room 6 once, you'll have 100% rewards. And that is a win for every single member of the MCOC community.